I'm here going live on a Saturday. I rarely go live on Saturdays, but Tuesday and Thursday is just not working for me. My work week has been busy, but I noticed one of my videos is a couple of my videos are trending on the For You page. So I figured I'd jump on and chat with each and every one of you. I hope you are enjoying your weekend. I just wanted to show up, answer any questions that you have. Obviously, I've been getting into different TikTok news, talking about marketing and my perspective on how people can literally get noticed online and on social media. But to give a bit of a bio about myself, I run a company called Top Writing Services, Inc. I do content marketing, I solve problems as a consultant, and I am a content creator here on LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and a couple of other apps. Right now, my favorite apps for myself are TikTok and Instagram. I love LinkedIn. I especially love each and every one of these because every app that I am on has a different mindset and different group of people. And I am here to help you master how to be successful on any app. Apps are in my opinion, I think apps will continue to be super successful in the upcoming years. I don't know if there will be virtual reality or something like that that will take over what we are currently into right now. But while the pot is hot in the kitchen, we have to create content and really show up for our audience in a fun and exciting way. I've been promoting on a lot of apps that video marketing and video branding is the best route to go. Whether you are here trying to get likes or you have a business, or maybe you are an employee and you just want to solidify your future so that if anything happens to your job, at least you've been building a network of people on apps, building a network of people that appreciate your content, because you never know what can happen in the future. So one of the first things that I typically like to start off with when people are using apps is to figure out which one works best for your personality, your goals. And I know there's been a lot of buzz about Clubhouse, and people are still relatively using TikTok. Seems to be catching up momentum with celebrities and people who were spending a lot more time last year on Instagram. But other than understanding your audience and fully having an appreciation for the app, you really want to be able to use your time wisely. Not every app on the internet is meant for you, meant for your brand, meant for your business, or whatever it is that you're trying to attract in life. And it's the same thing as dating. Some people like Tinder, some people like Bumble, other people like other different apps to find their life mate or whatever the case may be. So you have to figure out what works for you and what's important to you, and use the apps that are, hi, how are you? That are going to either entertain you, educate you, and inspire you, or if you're actually here to create content, use the apps that are right for your personality, what you believe on, so on and so forth. I did a video not too long ago where people were kind of talking about they don't use Instagram anymore and they're spending their time on TikTok. But if you are still selling products or services, or maybe you're just trying to follow celebrities or meme pages that mean a lot to you, it doesn't hurt to stay on Instagram. I love Instagram. I've been able to create a network of people in my city and across the globe that appreciate my content. And so I'll continue to stay on Instagram, even though the algorithm is not as great as it is here on TikTok and LinkedIn. So once you figure out the apps that you want to use, you're ready to create that content, promote your products and services or your personality, or just show up just to have fun because your friends and your family are doing it. You then want to create content every single day. And I know that might be difficult for some of you to do, especially if you have work or school, but you can obviously do that on Saturday morning or Sunday morning, or whenever you have the day off from school or work. Create content, put it in your, leave it on your phone, or create your content and leave it in the drafts here on TikTok and publish it when you have the time. I've been pretty busy these past couple months. I have a lot going on in my life right now, so I'm not posting as much as sometimes you'll see me post 3 times a day, 6 times a day, etc. but you post when you can. If your friend is posting 10 times a day on TikTok, you don't have to do it if you don't have the time and you don't have the passion. So I know I mentioned before choosing the right apps. If you have the passion to create one video per day on TikTok, that's cool. And I just recommend one video per day because I'm not sure if you noticed, but on the following, they usually promote, this app usually promotes and shares more content from people that post regularly versus the people that post and kind of post several times a week. They'll push the content of people who post several times a day. So it depends on your ambition, your motivation, and why you are here. So do what makes you feel good. Don't feel pressured by your friends and family, but again, it depends on your goals. So when you figure out the app, you figure out how much content you're gonna create and how many times per day you're gonna share it. I just found out that TikTok desktop, you can actually schedule your videos on the desktop. So if you have TikTok, log into the desktop when you get a chance on your computer or your laptop or a tablet, whatever, and start scheduling out your posts so you don't have to be glued to your phone every day on the weekend and so on and so forth, and go from there. Then as you start creating content, obviously, like I always say, you jump on trends, but try to create your own trends. You never know if something that you say or you do might go viral or start trending on this app. Take some of your content here on TikTok and share it on other apps. Don't be afraid to share it on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter. You know, if you have YouTube, you can share your short videos on YouTube if you have a certain number of subscribers. So use your content, reuse it. Don't be one of those people who are spending a lot of time producing content and when you should really be sharing it on other apps with your family, friends, or whatever the case may be. Now, what else can I say? I think the most important thing is to do what feels good to you. You don't have to be an expert in what you're talking about, but if you are, that helps. And you don't necessarily have to do something that you went to school for, or you don't have to share content that you are very passionate about. Maybe you just want to start exploring certain things, like you want to explore cooking, or you want to explore sports, or you want to start going to fun places this summer in your city and start exploring things that people can do. Show your journey if you're trying to get to the NBA, or if you're trying to become a space, I don't know, go to outer space or something. Show your journey. I know a lot of people ask, you know, what can I share? I feel insecure and stuff like that. That's totally understandable. But you don't have to be an expert at what you do. Just create content about things that you're interested in. Maybe you're learning something, you're reading a book and you're into reading books, or you're into gadgets, so you have like a bunch of cell phones sitting around in your closet. Just start talking about your gadgets, you know, and that's how you kind of find your thing. You find your groove when you just start sharing content and you wait and see how people respond to it without really having too much care for what's going to go on. The beautiful thing that I like about TikTok and some of these other apps is you can really build a network of people, especially if they're in your city. I mean, I just started reaching out recently because of quarantine. It's so quiet in my city. A lot of people aren't going out, but I've been following people on different apps for like years and I've never met these people before. So as long as you're safe, and I'm not promoting this for young children, but you know, anybody who's older and able to take care of themselves, if you've been following somebody for a couple of years, they seem okay, they're checked out, they don't seem like crazy people, you know, ask them, you want to meet up for coffee, you know, if the weather is nice in your area, you want to go to the beach, and just get to know people. And that's a great thing, other than creating content and showing up and socializing with people on the app. If you feel comfortable and it's safe to do it, there's nothing wrong with networking with people, meeting them at Starbucks for a coffee or a tea, meeting them at the library or whatever the case may be, getting to know people. You can make friends on these apps too. And again, this is for the older folk that can take care of themselves if something were to go down. I'm not promoting children to do this, but adults, if you're feeling isolated and you know there's another content creator that does the same thing you do, or maybe they're into business or art or fashion, you know, hey, you want to get on a Zoom chat. If you're unsure about meeting people these days, get on a Zoom chat and start networking with people, because you never know what you can learn from them, and you never know what they can learn from you, and how much value you can add into their lives. What else can I sit here and say? I think the other thing I could sit here and say too is that I love TikTok. I love the fact that we can get on these apps. We don't have to look perfect. We don't have to, have everything together. We just get on this app to express ourselves in the best way that we can. So whatever it is that you're thinking or feeling, make sure obviously it's not going to offend anybody. Because as you may know, whether you're a student, have a full-time job, anything you put on the internet stays there forever. Hi Lacey, how are you? Thanks for joining. So just make sure that whatever it is that you share, you are proud to share it. You're not going to be concerned about losing your job or losing your customers or getting kicked out of your school. Think before you post, and so on and so forth. And if you don't care, hey, the consequences are up to you, but try to keep it PG-13. Try to be professional as possible and try not to overthink your content. So let's get into overthinking. Now, I do know some people on this app, especially the big TikTokers, they can plan out choreography, they can hire a trainer to, get their body in shape so that they look good on the videos. Not everybody can afford a trainer. Not everyone can afford a life coach or whatever the case may be. So you have to motivate yourself every day to jump on social media and share your best content. And I think really when you start, it might be a little difficult because people aren't going to comment or like or share. But with time, you'll find your online tribe and your community of people that really appreciate what you share. And you won't have to overthink about what you're going to share anymore because you get to a point where people appreciate your content and then you can start changing it up. So I know sometimes people tell you stay in your niche, focus on one thing. I don't agree with that. On TikTok, I do all kinds of things these days. I dance to music that I like and I ask people, what's your favorite song? I change in different outfits and I show people my scarf collection or my hat collection and I have a good time. And then I get into the stuff that I'm really good at, which is like the social media, the marketing, the personal branding. So I'm always constantly mixing it up, challenging myself every day, showing people different sides of who I am, how I think, what I like, etc. And I don't overthink anything that I share. All I do is favorite my favorite songs here on TikTok. I look through the songs and see what kind of trends people are doing with that song, and I apply it to what I do best without overthinking, strategizing. I'm not spending hours creating one TikTok video. I spend hours creating 30 TikTok videos. And I don't have this game plan. I just do what makes me feel good. So I think the best thing that I can say to new TikTokers or content creators on any app is do what makes you feel good. Try not to overthink your content. Don't worry about trending and virality and getting, a bunch of followers. That comes when you stop thinking about it. I think that's just like everything else in life. When you don't care if you're going to get an A on your exam, you study for a bit, for like an hour or two, you get an A, versus when you're studying weeks and weeks for an exam, right? It's like the same thing too. So what else can I sit here and say about creating great content? Always think about the person at the end of the phone. Thank you, Jurassic Park, Kayla. I appreciate you. Thanks. I just kind of woke up, braided my hair, put some lipstick on, and kind of started filming. But that makes me feel happy. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions about content creation, let me know in the comments. And so what else can I sit here and say? Have fun. Challenge yourself every day. I can sit here and say that in real life, I'm introverted. I'm the most quietest person in a room at a party. But on Instagram and TikTok and other apps, I feel like I can be myself. It's just a platform of self-expression. And don't worry about what people are going to say. People are always going to have an opinion. Whether they have a negative comment, at least they're watching your content. That's kind of how I look at it these days. If somebody leaves an unkind comment, which I haven't gotten in quite some time, I always tell myself, well, I'm grateful that that person spent 15 or 30 seconds watching my TikTok video. There must have been something good about it for somebody to even leave a comment. But everything I create is to motivate you, inspire you, and share what's on my mind. I'm doing my best to be more entertaining on this app because unlike some of the other apps, you kind of have to mix in the entertainment aspect of your message, especially if your message is serious or for more of a mature crowd. And so that's why you're seeing a lot of the content of me just having fun, jumping on trends, lip syncing to music. It's all a part of the TikTok experience. Around this time last year, I signed up, had no idea what I was supposed to do, but after spending more time on the app and just really having fun and really showing up for you and everyone else who's watching right now, everything worked out. And again, I don't think too hard about what I'm going to share. I just know kind of how people will react to things. My goal is not to go viral or trend with every video. It's just literally to educate, entertain, and inspire people every day. And as a content creator, you know, you're thinking, okay, I don't have a brand deal yet. I'm not making money. I'm not this and that. But you have to be patient, because sometimes when you're doing something online, you're creating content for a specific goal. That goal might, you might end up getting something more than you were hoping for. Maybe you're just here to have fun and then you get a brand deal. Or you're here to get brand deals, but then you end up being like a news reporter for your local news station. So try to have an intention on making people feel good, making people feel happy. And if you can create happiness in people's lives with the content that you share every day, without any concern about what someone is going to think, that's when you know you are an epic content creator. It's all about the feelings and creating those feelings and thoughts of people. Hopefully you're creating content that's creating positive feelings and thoughts. I also love TikTok too, because sometimes I look in the comments and I'm laughing for 5 or 10 minutes because the comments are super hilarious. I love the community on this app. I hope this app doesn't go away. Thank goodness US TikTok was not banned. Glad to know that. But you never know, this app might disappear next year and something better will come along, or TikTok will stay and something so much better will come along. You're so pretty. Oh, thank you so much. That's the second comment I got today. You guys are making me feel like a princess, but thank you. And so content creation, it takes time. Perfection, I don't believe in perfection. And I think that the most viral, thanks Olivia. I think that the most interesting content really comes when it's unscripted. You're not overthinking. And yes, there are some content creators who take hours out of their day, or they strategize with their team on what they're gonna do. Most of the time, those people are probably getting paid to create those posts. And you can have a team as well. If you have a bunch of friends and you're doing dances, or you're talking, or whatever the case, or you're doing some kind of fashion thing. Oh, thanks for following me, Olivia, thanks. Nothing wrong with getting together with a group of creatives in your city and just having fun. Like you kind of see Charlie D'Amelio and some of these other TikTokers, they find, you know, they connect with people in their city that are doing the creation. So change it up. I know in the summertime, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start networking with people that I follow on other apps and asking them if they want to do TikTok videos, and just really having a little bit more fun, adding to my whole, you know, brand and everything else like that, and doing it just for the fun of it. Have another 10 minutes here. So everybody, today I just showed up to ask questions. I rarely go live on Saturday. I used to go live on Tuesday and Thursday, but it's been getting super busy for me, so I'm gonna do my best to jump on live streams on Saturday and Sunday, just randomly. I have no specific times, but I am a personal brand marketing and social media expert, and I studied this stuff in the evening. I test it on my own accounts. I have customers that I help too. So if you have any questions about social media, what to share, or whatever the case may be, drop it below in the comments. I'm here to help. What else can I say? Look out for more TikTok news, more social media news. I got that going. I wake up every morning. Do you support MLM? What is MLM? Is that MLM? I have no idea what MLM is. Can you let me know, Jesus? That would be cool. And other than that, what else can I sit here and say? I know a lot of you are spending a lot of time indoors. I myself feel kind of sad sometimes with how much amount of time I'm spending indoors, but take care of yourself. You know, in order to be a great content, Muslim lives matter. Muslim lives matter. I've never heard of that before. Jesus is king. I find it interesting that you're talking about Muslims or Islam, but your username is Jesus is king. Let me know in the comments what that's about, because I've never heard of that before. I've been on TikTok for a while and I see BLM and all this other stuff, but never MLM. Anyways, so take care of yourself. In order to be a great content creator, you have to be happy and healthy. And I know each and every one of us are going through a wave of different emotions because this lockdown has been going on for a good year, which is super weird. But in order to add value to the people at the end of the phone that are watching your content, you have to be in high spirits, enthusiastic, be grateful. If you're ungrateful or if you're sad about anything that's going on in your life, be grateful that you have followers, be grateful people are watching your content. I find that the more grateful I am, the more opportunities come into my world. And that comes with practice and time and so on and so forth. But the last thing I can sit here and say is that content creation is here to stay. It's just the beginning of greater things to come. I was super excited when I heard Walmart was a co-owner of this app, but apparently that ByteDance is no longer moving forward. I wanted to see what Walmart was going to do. I wanted to see if they were going to do this whole e-commerce thing where you can purchase stuff just by watching somebody's video. And unfortunately, that got shut down. So I don't know what ByteDance has to offer, but I can sit here and say that every day I'm going to check the news, check to see what news is going on with TikTok and trends that are happening. And I will be the best news reporter on this app to show up every day for you. There will be some days where there's nothing going on with TikTok news and I will not film. I'm not going to waste time and share things that you don't care about. But if I learn anything about Instagram news or whatever, Twitter news or whatever celebrity news in regards to social media, I'll be showing up every day as long as I find something good on Google News with the latest news to hear what you think in the comments. I'm all about online community here. I'm all about hearing what you have to say. I'm all about sharing content that is of value to you, that will inspire you to be your best and create content that you are proud to share with the world. And the only way that I can inspire you to do that is by doing it myself. So stay tuned for more interesting stuff. I think of things within seconds of watching it, especially when I favorite sounds. And I'm trying to experiment a little bit more and talk about things that are, or do things that are opposite of what I'm really here to do on this app, to get conversations going. Because to me, I'm all about the conversations. I'm all about reading the comments, seeing what it is that you like, seeing what it is that you don't like, seeing if you agree, seeing if you disagree. And that is the true essence of a content creator. It's not just about showing up and being pretty and doing a dance move or talking about what they like or what they don't agree with. It's about the comments. It's about the interaction. It's about the socialization and seeing what's on your mind, because then that helps you create content and be the best content creator you can be with time. And I said with time. So patience is a virtue, and I appreciate each and every one of you showing up to me on this Saturday, wherever you are, Sunday afternoon or evening. I actually was filming TikTok videos, putting them in drafts, and I said, I see a couple of videos are trending on the For You page that I've done. Let me jump on and say hi to each and every one of you. What else can I sit here and say? I've got a little bit more time. Yeah, content creation is for everybody. If you're here on this line and you're nervous about creating content, don't overthink it. Just think of TikTok as being on a stage and you have a message to share with the world. You might share something that other people are going through, but if you don't share it, how are you going to help people? If you don't share it, how are you going to inspire people to be better, or inspire people to take action, or inspire people to believe in themselves? So in order to change people's lives, we can't go out and start doing it out like we can without a mask. One of the best ways to do that is to show up on social and put your message out there. You have no idea how many people's lives you are positively impacting just by having a platform on your page. Hi Carissa, how are you? Thanks for joining today. And so if there's anything that I can leave before I leave in the next 6 minutes, is just wake up with intention. If you don't know what it is that you want to do with your life, if you are not passionate about anything, you don't have to figure it out now. And this goes for students, adults, you know, any of the teenagers that are on this line. You don't have to figure it out now. You don't have to have everything together with your content creation, with your life, but just the fact that you want to change or you want to improve is the first step to get it going in the right direction. And with that being said, yeah, I'm here for the next 5 minutes, to answer questions about content creation, social media, how to use TikTok, how to have fun on TikTok, how to create trending videos on TikTok, how to network with people on social media the safe way. And I know earlier I was telling people to network with people just to be safe, whether you believe this COVID-19 stuff or not. You know, if you're uncomfortable with somebody, just jump on a WhatsApp chat, jump on a Zoom chat, jump on a Skype chat before you meet people in person. You don't have to meet people in person. If you're totally cool with this new age and you want to network with people online, just do it the online way. Before you meet them up for coffee. I'm pretty lucky in my city. The restaurants opened up about a month ago, and yeah, so the restaurants and the coffee shops are open up in my city, but I have a feeling they're going to go back into another lockdown again, which is unfortunate. But I think, I don't know, cross fingers, they're saying September the whole thing is going to end. I don't think so. I think quarantine is going to end next spring, which I'm an optimistic person, but I'm just noticing things here. I think it's gonna go throughout the rest of the year until around this time, 2022. So in the meantime, why not create content? In the meantime, why not make online friends? You don't have to meet them in person, but why not put yourself out there, put your message out there, whether you agree or disagree. Be respectful, be kind, be mindful. Know that people are very, very sensitive right now, so you might put out something that you don't agree with, but you might offend somebody. Now, if that's your goal, I have no concern for what happens to you next, but show up with intention. And like I said before, if you're not passionate about anything, if you're trying to figure out who you are, why not do it on TikTok? Why not do it on social media? Why not start testing different topics and start seeing what works? And don't stay in your lane. You know, if your mom or your professor or your dad is telling you to stay in your lane, you don't have to stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Because that professor that you had probably went to school for chemistry, but now they're talking about, now they're a professor for mathematics. So don't stay in your lane. Do what you want on social media as long as it's going to uplift people. And if you don't agree with something, you don't have to agree with something. Tell people you don't agree, but just abide by the guidelines. You don't want to end up having an account that gets banned and then you got to create another one. You know, you don't want to be one of those content creators that people start signing petitions to get you banned. You know, show up with intention to help people. Even if you're just joking around or dancing, you don't know what your dance videos or your comedy videos are doing to the people that are watching your content. You might save someone's life but just by sharing a nice, kind video, or just by making someone laugh, or by dancing. You don't know what joy you're bringing into people's lives. So, hi Max, how are you? Thanks for joining. So don't worry about the likes, don't worry about the comments, don't worry about the followers. Wow, that's the second, no, I'm not Muslim, but a lot of people for whatever reason think I'm Somalian, but I'm not Somali. But are you Muslim Super Poopy? That's an interesting name. So yeah, don't worry about the likes. Just show up with intention and do good. When you do good, good comes back to you. When you do bad, I strongly believe karma hits you like a ton of bricks. So do good on this app. And while you're in quarantine, figure it out what it is that you want to share. Don't worry about what people think. If you have a sock collection, if you're into Star Wars, if you want to cook, do you hate the vegan teacher? That's a good question, Maxie boy. No, I don't hate the vegan teacher. Last year I saw some content of hers and I did that news story. I did not know that news story was going to blow up, but I just wanted to see what people thought. I didn't know a lot of people didn't like the vegan teacher. I used to see her videos and I just would go past them. So I didn't even know why she got banned, to be honest with you. Well, me either. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I just did the news video and a bunch of people started talking about what they didn't like about her, but I wasn't trying to trash her and I wasn't trying to down her. I just put out the video and it blew up and people were sharing their opinions. What will you do if a man has fallen into the river in Lego City? That's a good question, Super Poopy. If a man fell into the river in Lego City, I would try to help that man out if he was drowning in that river. I'm not, I think I went to swimming lessons back in the day, and I think I got as far as like an orange or a red swimming lesson color. So hopefully I'll be able to save that man if he was drowning in the Lego River. All right, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to show up for a good 30 minutes and talk about TikTok creation, content creation. I hope you're staying safe, having fun, and taking care of yourself during this time where we're spending so much time indoors. And I hope you have a nice weekend. Hopefully I'll be on a live stream tomorrow. Don't know what time, but my new times to go live are Saturday and Sunday now. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks for joining. Bye.